In this video, we'll factor trinomials in the form of x squared plus bx plus c. First example, we want to factor the trinomial x squared plus 5x plus 4. Well, if a trinomial in this form is factorable, it will be in this form. X plus or minus some number times x plus or minus some number. So all we have to do is find out what these two numbers are. How do we find those two numbers? Well, those two numbers, they multiply to be c and they add up to be b. Okay, so that means we need to find two numbers. They multiply to be 4 and add up to be 5. So let's look at 4. We want to factor 4. How can we factor 4? There are two combinations, right? One is 4 times 1, and the other combination is 2 times 2. That's all the possible combination of factoring 4. Okay, so the two numbers needs to add up to be 5. All right, so it seems like the combination is this one, right? 4 times 1. The two numbers we're looking for are positive 4 and positive 1. Let's check again. Do they multiply to be 4? Yes. Do they add up to be 5? Yes. And that's how we factor this trinomial. Now let's look at this trinomial. We want to factor this trinomial. Right, again, it is in the form of x squared plus bx plus c form. Right? Since the leading coefficient here is 1, that means if it is factorable, it will be in this form. X plus or minus some number times x plus or minus some number. All we have to do is find out these two numbers. All right, so these two numbers, we know they need to multiply to be c and add up to be negative 12. So we want to factor the 27, factor the c first. So what times what is 27? What I can think of is, first of all, 1 times 27, and second of all, it's 3 times 9. I think that's all the combination there is. Okay, so I need the two numbers to be add up to be negative 12. Obviously, we can't get negative 12 from 1 and 27. 3 and 9. Okay, so we know since the two number multiplied to be 27, and they add up to be a negative number, that means both numbers needs to be negative, right? Because they multiply to be positive and they add up to be negative. So that means both numbers are negative. So they must be negative 3 and negative 9 so that they add up to be negative 12. Right? So the two numbers we're looking for is actually negative 3 and negative 9. Check again. They multiply to be positive 27 and add up to be negative 12. And that's the result of factoring. Now let's factor this trinomial. Again, same thing. Leading coefficient is equal to 1. That means if it is factorable, it will be in this form. Okay, now what's in the blank are two numbers. They need to multiply, not multiply to be negative 10. All right, let's factor 10. 10 is 2 times 5 or 1 times 10. It seems like it's more likely to be 2 times 5. Okay, so since the two numbers multiply to be negative 10, that means one number is positive, one number is negative, right? So for the 2 and 5, which one is positive and which one is negative so that they add up to be -3? It seems like the 2 needs to be positive and the 5 needs to be negative so that they add up to be -3, right? So it's +2 and -5. And that's the result of the factoring. Okay, now let's look at this problem. Okay, so first of all, the leading coefficient is not 1 for this one, right? But since, like I said before, every time you factor a trinomial or every time you try to factor, always check if there's any GCF, greatest common factor. It looks like they have a greatest common factor, which is 3. So we can factor out a 3. So what's inside the parentheses? P squared minus 3p minus 4d. Okay, now we're going to factor what's inside the parentheses. And forget about this 3, just write it down. And what's inside the parentheses, if it is factorable, it will be in this form, right? We need two numbers. They need to multiply to be 40 and add up to be -3. Since they multiply to be a negative number, that means one is positive, one is negative. So what times what is 40? It seems like it's 5 times 8. Right? One needs to be positive and one needs to be negative. That means 5 is positive, 8 is negative, so that they add up to be -3, right? And that's the answer of the factoring. And that's the end. I will see you in the next video.